Get your boat's bottom paint job done in this step-by-step tutorial. Sanding, prepping, priming, and painting right here on Yachtworks. On this particular application, I blasted most of the old paint off and sanded off the remaining paint with an orbital sander. If you know the anti-fouling paint that was previously on the boat before, and it's not that bad and you don't have too many layers built up already, then just sand everything with 80 grit and start cleaning the surface to add more anti-fouling. But if you have any doubts, I think starting fresh using good product is better and will set the boat up for future success. You'll get everything done good and correct now, and you will actually save time and money because you won't have to do everything as soon again in the future, saving on haul out costs, more time, and more product. And you'll allow yourself more time on the water where you want to be. So let's get it done right, and let's get it done now. These are the things you will need. I've linked all the products down in the description box below the video for your convenience. You're going to need an orbital sander. This is my personal favorite because when I don't have it connected to a dust extractor or a shop vac, the container really collects it well, it absorbs the dust well, and it's easy to empty out. And I've never had any discs go flying off like I have with other orbital sanders. And as far as the discs go, I recommend 60 grit and 80 grit discs. You're going to need 60 grit for some tougher spots most likely, but you're going to want to finish off the entire hull with 80 grit before you start painting. And you're going to need a respirator mask to protect your airways and your health from toxic particles and fumes coming off the antifouling paint. This is a good one that comes with safety glasses as well to protect your eyes. And you're going to want to wear gloves for protection as well. After you're done sanding, you're going to need some good cleaning rags. These are microfiber, super absorbent. They'll get the dust off really well. They're tough. You can wash them and reuse them as much as you want. And they're lint free, so you won't be having to paint over any lint that may be left on your hull. Now onto the painting. Your primer barrier coat paint. You're going to have your Inner Protect from Interlux. Inner Protect 2000 needs a 2-part epoxy. This is the standard in the industry, and I really wouldn't use anything else. Now for antifouling paints, you're going to have to choose what's best for you and your boat and the waters that you're in and how often you use the boat. However, I highly recommend Ablative paints. This is a really good one, Micron 6.6, that lasts a really long time. And even though it may be a little bit more expensive, you're going to haul out less. You're going to save a lot of money there. You're going to save a lot of time and effort as well. So to me, it's completely worth it. It wears off slowly over time, and it's really good at keeping growth off. Now here you got some 1-gallon mixers. You're going to have to mix up all the primer paint and the antifouling paint. And you're going to need some paint rollers. These are really good ones. I've used some terrible ones in the past, but these ones go on with a really nice smooth finish and are easy to work with. Highly recommended. You're going to need some corresponding roller frames. You're going to need paint trays, paint tray liners, and paint brushes to get into hard to reach places. I recommend carrying around the handy paint pail as well with the paint pail liner to go with those brushes, and coveralls to protect your whole body again from the toxins and the anti-fouling paint. Now if you want to go the same route that I did and get all the previous paint off, you're going to want to use a blaster. They have sand blasters, wet blasters, and even vapor blasters now. This is the one that I use. It's a wet blaster and it works great. You can probably rent it in your area or something similar to it, but it's going to help you save a ton of hard work and elbow grease and a ton of time. It's well worth it. Now even after you use the blaster, you're still going to have to sand with the orbital sander. You might have to start again with 60 grit on some paint that's left over, but again, you want to get it all down to 80 grit. Once you've got most of the hull done, have somebody in the yard help you move the boat stands so you can get those squares that you haven't hit yet. And make sure you save some paint for when you have to move the stands again at the end. Now after you've got it sanded down to 80 grit so the primer can adhere really well to it, you're going to want to clean it good for the same reason. You want to wipe the hull down real good with dry rags first, and then damp rags with water or denatured alcohol, which is really helpful. After you've cleaned the hull good with your damp rags and you've let it air dry, you're ready to apply the primer. But first, don't forget to tape off your water line.
If you look at the hole right here, we've sanded it down completely with 80 grit and then wiped it clean, probably way too many times, just trying to get off the dirt because that first coat is so important. So we're gonna put, right now we've actually left one coat from the previous paint. of primer. We sanded off all the paint, and now we've got 1 coat of gray primer. So now we're gonna go with the white right here, the white Interlux, and then we'll go another coat of gray after that before putting on the anti-fouling paint.
Are you with good humor, Ice Cream?
Always.
Always having good humor. I appreciate that.
It's a 2-part primer, so we poured the 2 parts in, and we're gonna mix it up. I'm gonna drill here with a mixer.
You'll want to wait a minimum of 6 hours in between the coats of 2000E, and you don't have to do any sanding in between the coats. Once you've got 3 layers of primer on, wait about an hour or so and then do a thumbprint test. You want to apply the first coat of antifouling while the last coat of Interprotect 2000E is tacky but not wet. If you can touch it without getting any paint on your thumb, you're ready for antifouling. Here we are applying the Micron 6.6 that I spoke about earlier, but if you find that Micron 6.6 isn't the best for your particular application with your boat, I'll list some other options in the description box below the video where you can research and find out another one that might be good for you. Here's the formula I use to figure out how much paint I need for the job. I figured I needed 2.5 gallons per coat, so 5 total for 2 coats. We were able to stretch out 2 gallons of the green for the first coat, and then we use 3 gallons of red for the next coat. I'll put this formula in the description box below the video. After your first coat of antifouling, wait 4 to 6 hours and then apply your second coat. It is time for the final coat. There is 3 layers of primer on there and the coat of anti-fouling green. And now we're gonna do some anti-fouling red, the Micron 6.6. Are you ready?
Ready. Safety first.
All right, here we go.